Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be featuring someone really cool. Say hi.
Hello.
You have not heard of this man for like a solid 6 months, but he's joining me for my video because, yes, I forced him to. He's at gunpoint.
Man, I was put on the spot for this. Yeah,
Anyway,
I'm at gunpoint.
yes,
First off, we need to do something pretty professional about America currently, so go to America.
okay, America is currently, they haven't discovered
Now,
America
now,
yet.
now you see that little body of water next to Mexico?
Uh, the Gulf of Mexico, or Gulf of America,
You're calling,
wherever you are.
yeah, name it the Gulf of America. Do it now. You're disrespecting America, man.
Fine, this is the Gulf of America from now on,
No,
apparently.
it's the Gulf of Jordan. And then you know where the 13 colonies were?
Yes,
Those little spaces?
right here, yeah.
The 13 colonies of Washington.
They don't.
Of Georgia.
All right, I'm gonna ask you: if you lived right here, do you know this existed?
If I'm being honest, just look at a telescope.
Okay, no. So first off, we're gonna do something else. So the red team, after being beaten up, lost most of its industrial power over here because they started over here. But the blue team took all of this territory to link up with this area over here. So now
You know what you use in that situation?
what?
Nukes.
They don't have nukes, buddy.
Who doesn't have nukes?
They don't have nukes.
Buddy, this is a scam. Almost every country nowadays has a nuke. India even has the nuke. Saudi Arabia has the nukes.
This is like 2000 BC. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Saudi Arabia keeps their nukes just in like a closet. Like, yeah, this is where I keep my nukes.
Perfect. Now you're being controversial. Anyway.
Oh, come on. Saudi Arabia doesn't even have nukes.
So this Vietnamese team selling bananas to this pink team is doing pretty well. And so they decide to expand their banana industry by moving over here. So they kind of if you haven't.
You're telling me a few people who made. You tell me a few people who made selling bananas were able to extend their kingdom. Let me get that straight.
Yes, the kingdom of bananas.
Also, what's in that little middle section between the pink? Is there just someone they don't have conquered?
It's the Himalayas. They haven't conquered.
Okay, we're calling that Newer Finland.
We're not calling that Finland.
Dang it.
Anyway,
it's like Finland existed.
Finland will come back later, alright? But right now we're kind of focusing on China.
Alright, fine. Where's Sweden?
Where's Sweden? Okay, hold on one second.
I have an idea for Sweden. You're gonna love.
Sweden is right here. What do you want to do with Sweden?
Alright. We're gonna rename it. You ready?
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
We're gonna call it IKEAville.
Anyway, so basically the Vietnamese team has been expanding for quite a while now, and they're kind of like the Chinese team, or like the Chinese during ancient times. Like they're actually making like dynasties and whatnot. They're the first to invent dynasties. So this is becoming the first ever dynasty of the world. Congratulations, China.
How are they the first to invent dynasties?
China, I'm pretty sure, but that might be just me being bad. And if so, I'll correct.
That's what China thought they were doing. That's what China thought they were doing. It's the Chinese.
Please stop saying stuff controversial. I don't want to be canceled. Anyway, back over here.
I'm not saying anything controversial.
This maroon, I don't know what to call this. I forgot, but this maroon team is like moving.
They slightly gain more land for just sitting around.
Well, actually, after they got some territory from the red team, they decided to expand a little bit to advance. Basically, a lot of countries are advancing through just basically expanding. So, like, the
First off, get the fill option real quick.
What?
And get the fill option.
Okay.
And get, I don't know, maybe like some sort of red. Because every space in that section where China and Germany should be, it's just all owned by China now.
China is
Any
red.
blank space.
China is not red.
Then what should China be?
This is China.
Is China white? So China's white.
No, China isn't white. What am I coloring in right now?
I don't know.
This is the
China?
Vietnamese Chinese team, if you didn't know.
Oh. The Chinese is brown?
Yes, Chinese, it's more of a dirty gold, but whatever. Whatever you want to say, buddy.
Alright, fine.
So essentially,
Um,
they're getting pretty big. They're gonna be the dynasty of Hong Kong. No, I don't know what to call them. They're the dynasty. The pink is a
it's
trading
no
empire.
longer called Hong Kong, it's called Kong Hong.
Hong Kong Hong. Wow, that is not at all
Kong
bad.
Hong.
No, we're not calling it that.
Kong. Oh,
Anyway,
come on, it'd be so perfect for the Godzilla and Kong movies.
I'm questioning whether or not bringing you into this was a good idea.
You shouldn't have, but let's keep going.
Anyway, yes, you're gonna supply feedback. That's your goal. Anyway, so the pink team is gonna expand their trading empire over in the Indies. I'm pretty sure this is what it's called, the Duchies. Yeah, it's the Indies. So they expand their empire in the Indies and manage to conquer all of this, manage to prioritize this new like terrain and.
Buddy, you know a lot more than me. Sometimes I don't even know where Texas is. I mean, you're very.
Perfect. This is Texas. Anyway, so back over here, the Vietnamese team is actually getting upset with Pink. Not rival upset, but the fact that they're expanding into what the Chinese consider their like not homeland, but like where they originated. Well, actually, that's what homeland means. Whatever. This is
Exactly.
where they
What are you talking about?
originated, and they don't want like outside forces. Even though the Pink team is like right next to the Vietnamese team, so it's weird.
Oh, a war is gonna start.
A war is not going to start, but a rivalry has been made between the pink and the gold team. And so the pink team, in spite of the gold team, continues to expand where they continues to expand by using boats and island hopping. So essentially, they're going to explore over here now. So using this
Island hopping?
yeah, island hopping
How do
techniques.
they do island hopping? What is an island hopping technique?
All right, I'm gonna show you. So they start here, they launch their boat, and they go out to here. This is an island. So they stop here,
Oh, so they just
refuel.
catapult their boat. Alright, that makes
They don't
sense.
catapult their boat. They travel over to here. They land here, get stocked back up on resources, keep going, land here, then here because they didn't know this part existed, even though it's really close. They had bad eyesight, I guess. You could blame it on that. Anyway, they continue going out here for a little bit to make sure they know where they're going. And then afterwards, they launched off here, got around here, then they went down here. They're kind of going in random directions and finding islands everywhere. And so basically, they island hop over here. They island hop all the way over here. And man, this is a really big country, they thought. So they started colonizing this a little bit more than they colonized the rest of the area. And so essentially, they're looking pretty lanky, the Indian team. And this Madagascarian colony is not having it. So a new country called the Cyan team is going to be formed off this. They're going to basically they're gonna start a revolution. This is the first revolution actually, instead of being peacefully separated from their country. So this is pretty revolutionary for the time. And so we're like, hey, we don't like you anymore, and this time it's like actually bad. So they place their capital right at the tip. There you go. Perfect. Anyway, the pink team doesn't really care because they aren't they're not that sorry about losing it because they have this massive colony in Africa. Oh, that's the wrong team. So the pink team just decides to expand to compensate for losing Madagascar. And you may be wondering, hey, why is the pink team able to expand and colonize this much when the blue team couldn't even handle getting this close to their borders? Well, to answer that, I say that they just have more unionized policy. They all of these nations are all of these people are so closely together. They're pretty much like family to everybody, except when they're not, and they become husband and wife. But we don't worry about that. Anyway, as time goes on, they conquer a little bit more of the Himalayas, manage to make a few settlements in here, but it's still pretty open. Banana bees, what do you have to think? Banana bees? But would you like to say that
See how
again?
many I sent you?
Yes, I looked
No,
what he
you're
said.
not.
He keeps sending me pictures of Finland. We don't get to Finland for like another episode. Wink, wink. Um,
New shocking plot twist. Newfoundland ends up taking literally everything
New
because
Finland.
it's
I
Newfoundland.
want to remind you, New Finland is over in Canada.
That's why Newfoundland has the upper advantage? Question mark.
So the pink team's colonies that they made over in these island nations continue to expand and make a little bit more island. Make a little. They make more island colonies, and essentially they kind of managed to conquer most of the Indies. Not most, probably like half the Indies, I'd say. Um, and I'd like to remind people that this doesn't happen like overnight. This is taking hundreds of years. It's just that um, I'm doing this kind of, this meanwhile kind of plot. So, like, while this is happening, something else will be happening, and I cover that while this is happening. So, this isn't, like, happening over a couple months. This is hundreds of years and hundreds of families and whatnot. And you'd think that they would change probably nations or nationality, like, really soon. And to that, I say, no, they don't. Don't question how they don't do
One
that.
boring video if we don't make something huge. We need to add a huge advancement or addition, or else no one's gonna like this video.
Exactly. Now you're getting it. So the Vietnamese team.
Pink team takes the entirety of the South.
What? I'm confused.
Pink team takes the entirety of the South, or hemisphere.
I don't. I think
They
they
take the
are the
entire
southern
southern hemisphere.
hemisphere. I think they are the southern hemisphere.
No, they take the entirety of it, all the way
Anyway,
down to the equator,
so
and there's nothing to.
so as you can see, this Chinese team is getting a little bit too big for their britches, as one would say. So they decide that there's going to be held a vote. So there's going to be gold team. There's going to be there's going to be expansionist gold team, and there's going to be not expansionist gold team. And so there's a vote held in all of these provinces slash nations, and they decide the people that originally are down here. So these people decide to say like, nah, we don't want to keep expanding. We're kind of chill as is. So like, leave me alone. Yeah, you're chill with that. But the gold team is not having that. And so we're like, we helped you through so many years. I'm confused why you don't want to help us expand. And they just kind of said, no you. Haha. Get elbowed. Why is it? Okay. Why? Why do you do that? And also, is this the same color? Yes, it is. And to that, I say, we fill you with a different color. No. Why does it do this? Why does it do this? Why does it do this? Anyway, I think I know how to fix this problem. Let me try it.
Will take over the world.
I had that on camera. Good job, buddy. New Finland will take over the world. You heard it here, folks. New Finland will take over the world. One day, my friend. One day. Anyway.
I bet.
So we're kind of focusing on Asia in this episode, if you haven't already noticed. So the Chinese team they get pretty big, and they're pretty alright. They're doing pretty good. I mean, their dynasty is not falling. They're not doing too bad, is what I'm trying to say. But this Vietnamese team,
They all started from bananas.
oh yeah, they all started because this area in the pink team wanted to be independent, and they traded bananas with the pink team to make up for it.
There is no way this would actually happen.
Yes, it did. It just happened. Anyway, and so red team, surprisingly, in this episode,
Nothing happens.
makes a little move. They decide to expand a little bit on their Egyptian Egyptian area to see if they can get any more land area to test some weapons they are making. They're not nukes, but they're weapons.
Aww. Why can't they be nukes?
Because it is still like 100 years ago.
Buddy, they made the pyramids. They couldn't make nukes.
They couldn't make. Okay, I want to ask you, how do you make a pyramid?
If they could stack boulders on top of each other, I'm pretty sure they could literally crush an atom.
My answer
Okay,
to
buddy.
that is that no, and also a peace deal happens between this greenish team and the Chinese country, and they say like, hey, can we have this land for a few hundred bananas? And they were like, sure.
Okay, that looks like a U.S. state.
Excuse me, my friend. This is art.
That looks like a U.S. state, man.
Well,
I'm
you
just
look
saying.
like a U.S. state.
I sure do.
What is that supposed to mean?
I look like Missouri.
Well, you look like you're in misery.
What is this?
Why is it doing this? Someone please help me in the comments.
Let's just say a new country forms.
No.
Let's just do that.
Alright,
Okay.
and so basically they sold this area of China for some bananas. That essentially what happens. And so that will end off the video here. I know it's a bit short, but not a lot is supposed to be happening right now. I mean, Red's planning something, the Red team's planning something, the Pink team discovered Australia, and a new country has been formed. So yeah, I think that about does it for this that does it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Would you like to see any closing statements about your channel, Banana Bees?
No.
Great. When can we expect a new video?
Anytime I feel like it.
Wow, great news from Banana Bees, guys. If you want to see similar content, come to my channel. And although I don't do animations, I do a lot more stuff. Actually, I do make animations in SFM like I just posted recently. Anyway, that'll do it for this video, and I hope you all have a phaserific day. See you later.